Secretaría de Educación Pública, Gobierno de la República.
Good evening. Welcome, all of you, to this dinner that we have the honor to host in this 67th Lindau Nobel laureate meeting, the most important event for science and youth in the world. It's a pleasure to be among so many talented scientists. Mexico has a history in science inherited from a rich tradition for knowledge from pre-Hispanic cultures. The Mayan civilization, as you know, for example, had a complex mathematical system that made possible great progress in astronomy, in architecture that we can see in monuments, different monuments, such as El Caracol Observatory in Chichen Itza. Mexico has had distinguished scientists and inventors, such as Luis Miramontes, for example, co-inventor of one of the first oral contraceptives, Manuel Sandoval Vallarta, who studied cosmic rays, Guillermo Haro, the first scientist from a developing country elected to the Royal Astronomical Society, and the Nobel laureate Mario Molina is with us this night with his crucial contributions. Mario. Nowadays, Mexico is one of the most important developing nations in terms of scientific production. Mexico and Brazil are the two more productive countries in Latin America, using the number of scientific publications as an indicator. Physics, astronomy, and medicine are the fields where Mexican contributions are more numerous. Among the various achievements of Mexican scientists, we can highlight, for example, the participation of a large number of Mexicans working on different experiments at the European facility known as CERN. Overall, we have witnessed an increase in Mexican participation in scientific publications. Mexican scientists almost doubled scientific production in the last 2 decades. In recent years, commitment of Mexican government to support science and technology has been fruitful. In 4 years, we have increased the expenditure of science and technology to almost reach 1% of the GDP, closing the gap with more developed countries. Private investment, R&D, is still a challenge in Mexico, but a new program of fiscal incentives was introduced this year, and we hope will considerably increase private investment in R&D. The rise in the availability of highly qualified human capital is one of the most notorious results on these new investments. The National Council of Science and Technology, Conacyt, offers master's and doctoral scholarship programs. We currently have 63,000 grantees in the best universities of Mexico and abroad. And we have almost 30,000 members of the national research system. In addition, we developed a new program that is very important for young researchers. This program of professorships for young scholars. As part of this program, in 3 years, we have hired 1,500 new young professors that will strengthen research capabilities in Mexico, of course. On the other hand, we have diversified our calls for scientific research. Besides basic science, we are now funding research in science frontiers and also applied research to solve national problems, as well as national laboratories and infrastructure. In the video, you saw some of this infrastructure, the large millimeter telescope, the laboratory of structure of macromolecules, the astronomical observatory, the supercomputing center, laboratory of evolution, among many others. Research in energy is another priority for the country. Our goal is to generate at least 35% of our energy from clean sources by 2024. We have created 5 new international level innovation centers for wind, solar, biofuels, ocean, and geothermal energy. In addition, we have fostered international cooperation through a wide range of agreements with governments and institutions from across the globe. And we have supported high-impact research, mobility, and participation in international scientific projects. Obviously, there is still much to do. Little by little, Mexico is becoming a knowledge-based and society economy. In Mexico, we are aware that we need to participate in the coming waves of scientific discovery and technological change. Not tomorrow, today. It's an opportunity to make a world that future generations will be able to enjoy, a world where the benefits of science are within everybody's reach. It has been an honor to be here with you, who represent the present and the future of science. Louis Pasteur said, "Science knows no country, because knowledge belongs to humanity, and is the torch will illuminate the world." That is the reason why in Mexico we build bridges and reject walls. Thank you very much.
Secretaría de Educación Pública, Gobierno de la República.